Okay, and welcome back to episode 4. So, as you've seen from the previous video, we decided to go timber and go wooding and move forward from there. You see, we got the sawmill put in up at the yard that we've created. Managed to get hold of another field. We're making money slowly. I think I have to skip there because I haven't got any main plans for it. But yeah, we're making it there slowly. I mean, we've got the sawmill in at the end of the last video. Tractor and a winch to tow the wood across from the other side. Try and put some wood in the sawmill to make planks to go towards pallets, which is our goal over the next couple of videos. We were discussing after the end of the video last week whether we should put in a yarder and actually put the yarder in here and just draw the wood across from the other side. Obviously we need to keep the pennies coming in as well, so we need to start hauling some of this back down to the store and getting rid of it that way as well. So that's why I'm here now. That's going to be my job for a bit. Just cutting some trees down, picking them up, putting them on trailer, getting moved. See if we can make some more pennies. We need another 28,000 by the next field, which is obviously kind of important. Wrong button, Rob. Oh, didn't want to do that either. Sorry. Interfering with the game now. There we go. So I managed to get another tape measure set up, try and get the logs a little bit longer so we can actually load the trailer a bit better. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. But that was the plan. I need to measure the trailer and work out how long the trailer is. See whether we've got, we can cut trees at that length and hopefully they'll load up better. And have a better edge and a better finish on the trailer, and they'll actually load a little bit more stable. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click from here, so we're going to push Alt and right click on the mouse, put the tape measure up, and then we're going to walk this way so we know exactly how long she is. So we'll say 12.3 meters in length should get us to the end. Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll go back and find a tree. We'll cut some of these down on the roadside, to be fair. See if we can cut them at 12.3 meters. Run down and clean up the tree. Get rid of the chainsaw. Gonna stand. We should start at the smaller, the bigger end, I think, actually. So we'll start at this end. Oh, right mouse button, that comes to tape measure. I'm going to walk along this way, 12.3 meters. Too far up. out there somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna get the chainsaw out. Crouch. Chop it off. Yes, it leaves a short bit. But if it loads at 12.3 meter length, then that's the way we're gonna go. Oh, tape measure running. Get rid of that. So we can pick that big bit of wood. Obviously, as you're aware, the goal in this is gold mining. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's what we're after. Yeah, look. Lots better. Right, so that's the goal then. They're going in 12.3 meter lengths. We'll actually get a trailer load of wood then and actually might make some more money out of it. Oh, look, my chainsaw gone. Yeah. Clean her up. On this one. I don't have to let me finish this that. There you go. I know it's a bit long-winded it doing this way, but at least we'll get a whole trailer load out of it. Instead of going down there with half a load. So if you guys have any ideas on how to aid us, please do drop in the comment section and offer your assistance. Any advice is appreciative. You know, this is all a bit new to us, really. You know, you've got a faster way of moving the log from one place to another. I'm willing to listen. Just because, you know, it will help. You know, we tried the winch to winch the wood across. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. We're now thinking about a yarder, maybe. That's all well and good when we're working in this field, but once we start... Oh, that was a truck. Once we start moving fields, then obviously the yarder is going to become slightly difficult to work with. There somewhere. that bit. See how many we've got now. It's quite a slow process on your own. Mr. Barnes is joining me at some point today. If not, then he'll be here next week for sure. Much nicer with full length 3s on board. Just makes the trailer look a lot happier. Like I said, if we get to fill the trailer, then we get to, you know, we're going to get a lot more money out of it instead of the 26,000 that we were getting for half a load, really. Which is what it's all about. Especially at the start with no money, it's all about making money. If anybody at the done one of these will tell you. You know, that's what we're all about here, is trying to make as much money as possible in as short a time as possible. Obviously I want to, you know, keep it half sensible because you guys are watching and that's important. Yeah, it's all about you guys watching. That's why I've done it for. You know, with the subscribe from you guys and the views, it's what's keeping the channel going. The more of you guys that watch and subscribe, the more I can keep going, the more I can filter out, and the more I can add for you guys to watch. What it's all about. I mean, there is a huge surprise coming when we get gold mining. For those of you who have watched Gold Rush, you'll know what the Slucifer is. That's been released. That's going to be an interesting add-on to this game, for sure. Spent the last few weeks with Mr. Barnes trying to work out how to get it moved so we can get it from the shop to the claim and start actually gold mining when we get to that point, because it's a big old machine. Right, let's get them loaded up. I do hope you guys stick around. It's going to be a really good video and a really good series, hopefully. I know I'm enjoying myself doing something different. You know, I know I've done a lot of racing in the past, but this is, I don't know, a little bit different. Maybe a bit more interesting, maybe not. But you can see what I mean now, looking at the trailer. It's a lot more fuller, we'll say. Probably not the best word to use, but you know, the full length vlogs going on there are actually filling the trailer out. I know there's some little bits involved as well, but it should help level the trailer up a little bit. Bambi running around in the road there. Right, hop out and go again. That was a porch rod, not chain, so I'll try that one. I mean, obviously the best thing about here would have been the actual forestry tree cutting machine. Can't afford one, so we've got to go with what we got. Maybe we'll get to the point where we can have to buy one, or we can afford to buy one. In which case we'll go cut these down and cut them in lengths without the chainsaw. Which will be slightly quicker, I must admit. But we'll make do. drop this one out, hit that trailer. Load them up. Not really a third of a load there. It's not the world's fastest job, but someone's got to make money somewhere. There's a lot of aspen in here, to be fair. Not that I mind. It's all wood. It's all going to make you money. I think what we'll do is we'll keep working down that way. Would have been nice to have a few more fir trees out of it. Half load there now. Yeah, it's a good half a load on there now. We'll have all these smaller ones as well because these are just as much money. Of course, they don't need measuring either, so we can just stop them, pick them up. I would say it's easy money. I mean, you know, technically speaking, it is. All we're doing is run along, cutting them, cleaning them. I mean, if Mr. Barnes here, we could cut and measure and cut at the same time. I've done that wrong, but could have cleaned it first. But hey, well, I could clean it now instead. But yeah, with Mr. Barnes here, we could have done this all in one hit. I could have cut them down and measured them, and he could have measured them and cut them up, or vice versa. But we're on our own, so we'll make do for now. Like I said, I know he is coming on at some point, whether it's today or maybe next week. Everyone giving us a hand. We've made a huge difference already, having an extra pair of hands. Making decisions with me. And also we've done testing and that for this and prepared for this. that's a longer one. I know, Crawford is a little bit closer to the road. I think when we get into the bigger trees, we'll be able to get maybe 2 or 3 full lengths out of the tree instead of having all the like, the little bits on the end. That is the downside to cutting this aspen, is it's not quite. It's giving you a half a length maybe. Right, let's put the chainsaw away. Just a bit there. Can let me have it now or not? Yeah. Cool. Well, we can see that now the trailer's definitely filling up. Save the game a minute. Oh, what's happening? Ooh. Some more. Let's get a couple of these little ends out of the way. That's a bit of wood there. There's a couple of pine trees in there. There's some bigger ones. Woodpecker doing their job in the morning. Let's get rid of this clump here, and that should be enough, hopefully, to load the trailer up. Not allowed to cut this tree. Well, of course I'm not. My tree. Alright. Well, we'll just keep going. I'll move them up back into the flame in here now. Back with them then. I don't know why it establishes that we're not in my field. I mean, the tree's still in my field. So. But we'll have this one. Out here somewhere, I think it is. I want these two big in here. I was going to angle this one back up the road just to make sure it lands in our yard. That way I'll get the full length of the tree. You can see it's slightly longer than the aspen. Should be a good length there at least. go from here. Let's see how long this one actually is. That was 12 metres there. 6, 8. Yeah, see, that's another 9 metres on the end, so they're quite a bit bigger. We'll have this last one down here on its own, looking lonely. I've got that other one that pulled back across the road as well at some point, so I can actually cut it. Oh, meters is there somewhere. Okay. Right, let's go pick this up and then see what we've got left. There should be one aspin across the road, hopefully. I know I've made quite a mess, but it's all in the name of money. Get all of that aspin and rail it back across the road. So I leave that tray up there still. Can't see it, we'll have to drive back up there and have a look. I'd say she's nearly full up, to be fair. Certainly got a sensible load on, that's for sure. Yeah. Proper load that. Oh, look. Off we go. Yeah, there's another one there, look. Don't get that one. Hey then. Right, let's see where we're gonna go with it. See where we're gonna get the most money from. Obviously both me and Mr. B both been to different places. Right, the bottom should be wood. Wood chips would be wood. Yeah. It's on an all-time low at the moment, but it's not massively high anyway. So 2935. Dusty's Carpentry. Tag it. Set the map up to have a look. That is the one in town we've been using. Ideal. We go down the main road. There's definitely a lot more weight on here. Makes me laugh when you do the lumber jobs though, because when you do the lumber jobs, every piece of wood you pick up is exactly the same diameter, all the way down the log, same length, perfect. When is a tree ever perfect? There we go. Hit the belts off. Pop out. I mean, that's a load of timber there, you know. How much can they get from it? Yeah, 33, that's much better. We're about £1,000 short getting the next claim. Or the next claim, the next plot of land. Which is what we're after. Back at the yard. Not entirely sure what to do right now. I mean, we don't need a lot to buy the next one down. There's a couple of big first breeds out there, but I don't think they're in our field. Oh, they might be actually. A lot of it has been slightly smaller. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll sort of walk down to the next field over. I think it's field 12. See what wood we've got in here. I'm hoping for a lot more pine, to be honest. I can see a fair few here on the corner. The aspen's alright, but it's not the best tree. The long pole pine seems to be the better tree for timber. Yeah, there's quite a few in this stretch here. This will be the piece we'll buy next, I think. The dead one there. But you can see the length difference in the long poles there. I mean, they're just dead straight. Ideal for what we're looking for. And then you've got the little aspen on the outside edge there. Or even this one. They're tiny compared to the long poles. There's not that many left in here, long poles. There's a couple, I think there's one there, dead one. And a couple of growing ones, I think. There's one there, one there. The rest of it's aspen. I'll tell you what we'll do, Mr. Barnes has cut down a fair bit back here. What we'll do is we'll come in here and pick these up and take these to the shop. And see whether we can get the pennies from that to give us the 57,000 that we need by field 12. Because we're looking at about £60,000 for the next production point. So we're going to need another field, for sure. Just come down in here and pick all the leftovers up. Down there. That either. Right, a little piece off the end then. measured that at 12.3 metres, but they're not happy with it. So what the deals will come up, we'll just knock this little bit off the end. There we go. Back down to the sawmill, drop this off. Right, so we need at least 1,000. Make that trip well to the effort, and that will give us the money to buy the next field. Trees to allow the operation to keep going. Ah, there you go, 3.5. Easy dozy. Awesome. There's a bit of wood there. Why is there a bit of wood there? £100 that. No, it's not going to sell it. Why didn't it take it? Let's pick it up. Probably it's not in the actual sell box. I'll put it there. Go for £100 I reckon for that log. No, it's 38. Oh well. It's still pennies. We'll take them. Right, probably going to cut the video short on this one. I'm going to drive back up to the field, park the truck up, and that'll probably be the end of it for this one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Like I said, every subscription, every view helps. It keeps the channel going. It's much appreciated. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I know I am enjoying making it. Been a real eye-opener how hard it is to make, you know, a few pounds here and there. Try and keep things going. But we're heading in the right direction. The money's coming in. Dribs and drabs. I'm hoping once the pallet factory arrives and we start putting pallets through, that money will increase a bit faster. Obviously we're going to need wood to keep coming in, but the pallets will be worth a fair bit more than what just an ordinary tree is, so it should allow us to buy more fields and expand faster. maybe even get us a forestry tractor and start cutting the wood down that way. But we've made a hole, for sure. Right, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.